Okay, today is January the 7th, 2017, and right now at 8:30 p.m. in the foothills of Los Angeles, we have a temperature of 52 degrees. The relative humidity is 83%. The barometer has continued to rise. We're now at 30.12 inches, and that's very odd for uh, the weather that's incoming. We've got a storm moving into Northern California. They're calling it a 10-year storm, historic. It's going to dump a lot of rain. We'll take a look at that map. And also, we have a dew point of 47 degrees. Now, we had cloudy skies all day with some partial clearing, and we were able to see chemtrails being sprayed in an east-west pattern over the moisture field here in the Southern California area. If we back out, first of all, let's take a look at this feature here. This is a straight edge running quite a ways from South Lake Tahoe right down here all the way up to nearly Oroville, which is right up here on the upper left, and we can see how straight that edge is. So again, this is not Mother Nature. These are transmitters, ground transmitters that are chopping up the rain, breaking up the moisture in the air. Here we have a straight edge right here and right here, sort of a right angle right here. But this very long edge here, this is probably close to 80 or 100 miles, I would guess. Quite a long way. So these are microwave transmitters, ground-based. What they look like usually is they are perched on a high, a high point, a mountain or a mountaintop, and they have a white spherical shape. I call them they call them a radome. Inside the radome, you have a transmitter, which is typically a flat panel antenna array, which is made up of many antenna elements right on a flat panel, and those elements can all be tuned to direct the RF energy in a straight, in a very highly focused manner, or beam it in a much wider cone-shaped pattern. If you can imagine a magnifying glass in the sun, if you've ever played with a magnifying glass in the sun, and light, put a napkin down and try to start the napkin on fire with a magnifying glass, you can see how the magnifying glass focuses the light through the glass. Well, it's similar to RF energy and microwaves work similar to light in the way that they're in the way that those RF waves can be focused. And so when you're using a microwave at high power, it will just simply evaporate the water vapor in the air. And that's what we're seeing all over the place here on these maps, on the Doppler map. That's just the most recent example. If we pan down to LA, we see there's no rain in the area. We've got high pressure, as I mentioned, 30.12. So the pressure's on the rise, despite the fact that we've got a very large storm system. Let's go take a look at the Northeast Pacific water vapor loop. We can see a developing storm right in this area. And we've got something here trying to spin. They've got a transmitter on that, which is breaking down the counterclockwise rotation. You see a lot of flow right here. This is trying to develop, but they've got a transmitter right here, and we can see that there is a very little rotation right at this point. But over here, it's a different story. So this is being modified. They are working on that point right there. And then we have this system up here. Now it looks to me like, if you go back to the big map, let's take a look at this first. What's happening here is we've got jet stream flow moving right into California. And that's where all the rain is coming from. And right here over Hawaii today, earlier today, we started to see this darkened area start to fill out. And what's happening here is they are cutting off the moisture supply, which was winding around right into California. So this moisture supply, which has been, we've got this about 3,000 mile long blockade, and we can see the moisture is just mushrooming into this area, and a lot of it's going north into Alaska. and some of it is dropping down. It has nowhere to go, so it's dropping down and moving around and moving into California. Well, this is being cut off. We can see that happening. High pressure is being installed to cut that off. And if we look at the IR map, we can see the effectiveness of that high pressure installed into place. The moisture is cut off, as we see right here. That's the tail end of it moving in towards California on the jet stream. Now we have this situation here. We've got this large developing storm here. This is actually a gale force system, but we have right in here we have a developing storm listed on the surface analysis map. Looks like they're going to allow these two systems to possibly merge together, and we'll have to keep an eye on that. Here's the western water vapor map. We can see this system here is spinning. This is generating 20-foot seas up in the North Pacific. Here's the infrared map. See all this moisture moving in, and Southern California is right down here, LA, and we're not getting any rain right at the moment. But tomorrow night is the forecast according to the people on TV. Now here's the surface analysis map, and we can see there's actually 3 lows indicated right here offshore, and we have a developing storm out here, and we have a gale, 2 gales indicated. We've got 3 lows and a number of troughs, and we have high pressure right down here over Southern California, and that's why we have a high barometer reading tonight of 30.12. They've installed this right here, and that will probably keep us dry down here in Southern California as this moves in. And with that blockade we were just looking at right here, this is that high pressure blockade, and that is stopping this system out here, which is a 972 millibar storm system moving to the northeast. Go back to the big map, we can see that blockade right here. It's right here. Right about here. It's 175 degrees east longitude. I believe it is. No, pardon me. West longitude. Yep. Okay. So anyhow, that's the situation. We've got this blockade that is preventing any moisture from getting involved with these two developing systems. Get the camera back centered. All right. And again, the Doppler map is indicating weather to the north. There's very little rain down here in LA right at the moment. See some patches of yellow down here. Here's the jet stream map. We have strong jet stream flow right into all of California, except for right here. And that should be delivering a lot of rain. Now here's the MODIS Today map for today. And we see a lot of aerosol activity. Pan up towards Los Angeles, which is right here. We can see a lot of chemtrail haze, this off-white stuff. We have the natural clouds below this blanket of chemtrails, which is this off-white stuff. It's all over the place on this map. I have this, this is not the max zoom map. This is the middle one, the 1,000-meter map. And so we do see the chemtrails are very heavy, and that's what prevented our rain today, Saturday, in Southern California. We can see all that haze here, blanketing this. Here's an area of real clouds. We can actually see down through the canopy of chemtrails to see these real clouds. Same down here. These are natural clouds. All right, let's look next at the, this is the 500 millibar map. We see the mid and upper level low right up here. And this is all going to move in and dump historic amounts of rain. Now we know everybody that's been watching these videos, we know what these weather controllers can do. They can turn the water spigot off at any time. But they're going to allow this to come in and really dump some rain. And we'll have to see what exactly they allow. There's the 300 millibar map, pretty much the same pattern. All right, and here's that. I took a screenshot here a little while ago of this straight edge. That's the same one we were just looking at the beginning. Seen that. Okay, so that is the report for tonight. We can just leave it right here and expect to get a lot of rain starting, well, possibly in tomorrow in LA, starting tomorrow night in the Los Angeles area, but elsewhere there's a lot of rain falling. So pull out here and take a look. Leave it right there. A lot of rain moving into Central California. Okay, so that's it.